Come on. Let's go, people. All right. Then you guys need a break? Good answer, because cops don't take breaks.
I've never run that far in my life.
Yeah, well, it's not easy to run in Manolos. I'm just kidding, you did great.
Something you ladies want to share with us?
No, sir.
Didn't think so.
You okay?
Yeah, it's just a cramp. Don't let your brother know.
You all right, Cadet Crane?
Yeah, fine. Nothing's wrong. Nothing at all.
What's that? I didn't get that.
I'm fine, sir.
Oh, good. Then I guess it won't be a problem if you drop and give me 20.
20 what?
Push-ups. Now, Cadet Crane. Push-ups. Drop.
Simone? What are you doing here?
You mean, why am I working Paloma's gig?
Right.
Well, Paloma decided to join the police force. Today was her first class as a new cadet.
You're kidding me.
Do I look like I'm kidding? I think all that Rome stuff, cops and robbers and everything, really turned her on. Not me, though. I was thrilled to get back to boring old Harmony. Okay, I know that things happen here, too, but you have to admit that that was intense.
Yeah. So how does her brother feel about her becoming a cop?
I think he hates it, but he can't talk her out of it. And plus, he's the new recruit instructor.
Wow. Yeah, good for her.
You seem jealous.
Yeah, I guess I am a little.
Why? You wouldn't want to be a cop, would you?
No, no, not at all. I've seen enough of what that involves through my dad. I just look up to Paloma for knowing what she wants to do and going after it.
You can do that.
You think? I don't have any experience in anything. Well, anything respectable. I can't exactly use Spike as a job reference.
And he's not pushing you to go back out on the streets?
Oh, no. Not at all. I'm his wife now. He loves me. He'd never want me to sleep with other men. Besides, our room and board in Dad's house is contingent on the two of us going straight. And Spike and I are both looking for regular jobs.
Somehow, I cannot see Spike punching a time clock anywhere.
He's trying to change his life. I'm not sure what he's working on right now, but he's very busy. Which is another reason I need to get a job. One of us has to bring in some money.
Okay, I still don't get why you married him. He put you on the streets as a prostitute, Jess. When we were in Rome, you swore that you would never go near him again, and now we turn around and you're married to him?
I don't want to talk about it anymore. He's my husband, and that's all there is to it.
It's gotta be 92 degrees out here, and it's dark already.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
I'm great. Mwah. Take a look at this, please.
What, Jared, fixing up that booth?
Yeah, that booth plus almost every other one. I'm telling you, with Jared running this fair, we might actually be able to get it up and running on time.
Yeah, I told you the man was worth his salt.
Yeah, and he's not too bad on the eyes either.
Say what?
No, I'm just saying, if Teresa doesn't get back with him, I'm sure there's going to be a long line of women that wouldn't mind getting next to him.
Now do you see what your lies have brought you, Teresa? You need to tell Julian and Ethan the truth. There is no other way, mija.
No, you heard what Ethan said. He would insist on sharing custody of little Ethan. I could lose my son to Ethan and Gwen for 6 months out of the year.
But if you don't tell them, Julian will get custody of little Ethan, and he could take him out of the country, Teresa, whether you like it or not. It's time for the truth.
No.
Teresita, families belong together. You belong with Ethan and your children, and the first step is to tell Ethan that he's little Ethan's father.
Mama, it's impossible.
Okay, for you, maybe. Not me. There's something important that both of you need to know, right now.
What's wrong, Pilar?
Sounds important.
It's very important.
I can't let her tell them. Mama, just...
Teresa, I wish that you were the one telling them, but since you won't, I will. My daughter disappoints me.
How so?
What is it you think she should be telling us?
Well, it's about
No,
little
you're
Ethan.
right,
I think that...
Mama. You shouldn't be the one to say this. It's my responsibility. I will tell Ethan and Julia.
Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are my passion for life.
So this long line of women you think are interested in Jared, where are you in that line?
What?
You know, you keep looking at him like you got something you've never seen before, you know?
Baby, are you jealous?
Hey, you're my woman, okay? You're the mother to my main man, Miles. You should be looking at me like that, not him.
Don't worry. I'm gonna be looking at you like that for the rest of my life, okay? But as far as, you know, Jared goes, you don't get this because you're a guy, but he's attractive.
If you say so.
You know, and it's not just like the handsome thing. It's like he's got this kind of charm that, you know, women tend to like.
I got the picture.
I probably noticed it because he's so much like you, baby.
Oh, well, see, now you're walking down my road.
I'm just thinking about Teresa. That's all. I mean, after all the grief she's gone through over the years with Ethan, wouldn't it be amazing for her to get with a catch like Jared?
Yeah, well, I don't have a problem with that, but matchmaking's not my thing. Isn't it up to Jared and Teresa if they want to figure out if they want to be together? You can't force them to anything, you know?
Well, yeah, I know that, but we can certainly help put ideas in their head, can't we? Come on, tell me that they wouldn't make a perfect couple.
You know, if that's what you want, that's what I want, baby. Okay?
Thank you.
Teresa, what are you waiting for me to tell them?
Teresa, spit it out.
Please, Teresa, if it's as important as your mother seems to think.
It's very important.
Mommy!
Hi, sweetie pie. Oh, goodness. Mwah. Love you.
What is everybody doing in my room?
We're working on your computer, buddy, that's all.
Cool.
Look, can you do me a really big favor? How about you brush your teeth, put your PJs on, and I'll be right back to tuck you in?
Okay, Mommy.
Okay?
Night, Grandma. Night, Uncle Ethan. Night, Father.
Good night. Night, buddy.
Okay, I'd like to take this outside, please.
Well, we're waiting, Teresa.
What is it you want to tell us?
Go on, Mija.
You know what I was going to say? What my mother was going to say? Is that I will not spend 1 minute less than I already do with my son.
What? Excuse me, that's what you wanted to tell us.
Teresa.
So I'm going to thank you to stop badgering me about custody. Excuse me, Mama. Downstairs, please.
Teresa,
Thank you.
Okay, good night, Julie.
Ethan, not so fast. There's something I want to discuss with you.
11, 12, 13. Come on, pick up the pace, Cadet Crane. We don't have all night.
Luis, she's doing the best she can.
Hey, did I ask your opinion, Cadet Lopez Fitzgerald?
Come on, Luis.
You can call me sir.
But I'm...
Here you are not my sister, Paloma. You're just one of my new recruits. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this only once. Now, if I cut you and Fancy any slack, I would be doing each and every one of us a grave injustice. 16, 17, It would be unconscionable for me to send out an unqualified rookie on a case, not to mention dangerous to them and their partners. Now, if you two think that this is some sort of a game...
No way, sir.
Then pipe down. Fancy, we can call it quits anytime. You can head back to your locker. No harm done.
No, I am not giving up. I can do this. Just keep counting.
Okay. 18. 19. Oh. 20.
Ay, Dios mío, Fancy, are you okay?
Was it 20? Did I do all 20?
You bet you did. I'm so proud of you for not giving up.
Oh, me too. I did it. I really did it. Aren't you going to say something?
Like what? Congratulations? Yeah, see, we don't congratulate ourselves on work that's required of us here. We just do it. In fact, I think that was a little too hard for you. You need to work on that upper body strength. Next time is 50.
Oh.
Now, of course, it's not too late for you to change your new career choice. Might save some of us some time and trouble.
Now, for the last time, Luis, sir, I am not quitting. No, I'm gonna do this training and be the best cadet you ever had.
Fine by me. You do the time, you can fight the crime.
Okay. There's something you're not telling me about this sham of a marriage you have with Spike.
Who said it was a sham?
Nothing about this makes the least bit of sense. Why would you go back to him when you know what he is?
Did he threaten to hurt you?
I'll be your knight. And I'll save you from the gas chamber.
You mean that's my choice? Marry you or get the death penalty for killing guys I don't even remember?
Honey, as much as it pains me to say this, yeah, that's about it.
No, of course Spike did not threaten to hurt me.
Because Paloma and I have been trying to figure it out. Is it about those guys that died in your motel rooms?
You mean the ones I stabbed to death in blackouts? No, Spike covered for me on that as much as you two did.
Well, then if he's not holding anything over your head, why would you marry him?
Look, if you don't like my husband, that's your business.
Don't like? I loathe him with every bone in my body. I think that he is the most disgusting excuse for a human being I have ever met, and I think that you deserve a lot more,
He's my husband, and I love him, so just stop bad-mouthing him, okay?
Okay. So let's talk about a job for you.
Well, the trouble is, I don't have any experience or skills. The one thing I do know how to do, I'm never doing again.
I think the only thing you lack is self-esteem. How do you feel about waitressing? I mean, I know it's not high-end,
Hey,
but...
I don't care about that. It's an honest day's work, but I don't know anywhere who's hiring.
The Lobster Shack's always looking, and I'm sure once school starts, they're bound to be short-handed.
You think?
Yeah, absolutely. You should give it a shot. I mean, they'd be thrilled to have you.
Yeah, I will. Thanks.
What are you doing?
Your housekeeper should be ashamed, really. In my day here, there wouldn't have been a speck of dust on anything.
Do you want to talk to me about that? Or did you want to read me the riot act for not telling Ethan and Julian the truth about little Ethan?
Well, I don't know why you didn't tell him that. Is that what made you change your mind?
Seeing little Ethan, Mama. I cannot risk losing him.
You don't know that that will really happen.
What I do know is that Julian is already harassing me about spending time with my son.
I know, but you can't blame the man. He believes that little Ethan is his son.
And I do know that, Mom, and I don't blame him. But he's a wild card right now. I mean, ever since Dr. Russell moved out to take care of TC, he's been drinking more? He's been acting like the old Julian, not the new and improved one?
Well, I'm sure that Eve will come back once TC starts feeling better.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. And when she does, Julian will forget all about playing Father of the Year to little Ethan, and everything will just go back to being normal.
Julian, I'm sorry. I don't know why Teresa's being so dogmatic when it comes to little Ethan.
Well, she's being unreasonable, and it's completely unacceptable. That's what I want to talk to you about. I would like to hire you.
To do what?
To be my attorney.
Julian, you have a whole battery of attorneys at Crane Industries. And I've also promised Gwen and myself that I would never work for Teresa or Crane again.
Well, it won't be for either of them. I want to hire you to represent me in a personal case. Against Teresa, I want you to help me get custody of my son.
You are my passion for life.
I'm very surprised to hear you talk like this.
But why wouldn't I hire you? You're a very skilled attorney.
No, Julian, I don't mean that. I mean that you would take legal action against Teresa to resolve this situation with her.
But I want to spend some quality time with my son. Why does everyone seem to find that so odd?
Maybe it's because that you never really seemed interested in it before. Let's face it, Julian, I've been subbing in as father to little Ethan. I go to all his Little League games, school events, whatever comes up.
Well, I tell you, I appreciate that, but you don't need to do that any longer because I am more than willing now to take my responsibilities and duties on as the boy's father. In fact, I'm looking forward to it.
But why now?
Perhaps I've changed. Perhaps things have changed. I know that growing up, I was never there for you, even when I believed you to be my son. In fact, I was never there for any of my children, but I want to learn from my mistakes and make things right.
Well, that is admirable, and I completely understand that.
Well, excellent.
But I will not help you sue her for full custody. That would be devastating to her. And to little Ethan, it wouldn't be right.
Which is why I never wanted to come to that. I don't want full custody. I just want joint custody so the child can know that he has two parents.
That's fair.
I'll only sue for full custody if Teresa continues to remain unreasonable. If that happens, I would also like you to take the case.
But that won't happen.
If it does.
Then, sure. If it does, I will take the case.
Excellent. Now, if you excuse me, I think I'm going to tuck my son in.
All right.
It's only right. I'm the boy's father.
Teresa, mija, I really hope you know what you're doing here.
I do.
Because Julian seems determined to spend time with little Ethan, and I wouldn't count on him forgetting about that anytime soon.
Yeah, but I know him, Mama, I do. He's bluffing because he's bored. And he's out of sorts about Dr. Russell, but when she comes back, he's not gonna have time to take care of a little boy. That I'm sure of.
We'll see, Teresa. We'll see.
You wanna have some fun? Oh, you kidding?
Jessica, right?
Yes?
Sam Wilsey from high school. Josh Bolton, 9th grade English.
Oh, right. Hi.
Buy you a drink?
Oh, no thanks. I'm not a big drinker. I'm actually looking for the manager. I was going to apply for a job. What? Oh. You know what I was doing before this.
Hey, we're not making any judgments.
Hell no. I mean, I would have thought that kind of work would have paid a hell of a lot better than some lousy tips at this place.
That's all in the past. I'm married now, living at home. I want to find a real job, something I can hold my head up about.
Don't you worry about me, sir. I'll do the time and then I'll fight the crime.
We'll see. All right, people, that's it. Let's hit the showers.
Aye, aye, sir.
You really okay?
I never knew I had so many places to feel pain in. My calves are burning. I can't even feel my arms. I thought my lungs were gonna burst. I feel like I'm dying.
Maybe it's time to reconsider.
Are you kidding? I've never felt more exhilarated in my life. I love this, Paloma. Not just the physical workout, but at the end of it, we get to go out there as cops and catch the bad guys. How great is that?
I never would have guessed this would be your thing.
Yeah, me neither. Ooh, I stink to high heaven. I'm gonna go take a shower.
What are you staring at, Cadet Lopez Fitzgerald?
Nobody's listening, Luis. You can call me by my name now.
Oh, really? Promise not to tell anyone? All right. So what's up?
You don't know?
I wouldn't ask you if I did.
You like her, don't you?
Who?
Cadet Crane.
Are you kidding me? You're as crazy as she is.
I know you loved Sheridan. And maybe I wasn't here to see most of it, but I know she broke your heart.
All right, you keep talking like this, I'm gonna start handing out demerits.
People have told me how you and Sheridan used to go at each other like cats and dogs before you realized you were in love.
So what? What does that have to do with anything?
You haven't put it together yet? Maybe your gut instincts are a little rusty these days, Luis. Check yourself out. You've got a thing for Miss Fancy Crane.
Do you want to know how Fancy Crane makes me feel? She drives me crazy. She is the most maddening, irritating, high-maintenance woman that I've ever met.
Because she gets to you, that's why.
No, the only person that gets to me is Sheridan. She's the only woman that I'll ever love.
I'm sorry. If you love her so much, maybe there's a chance for you too.
Nah. She's already told me that she's gonna stay married to Chris. I have to respect that and move on.
So if you're serious about that, why wouldn't you admit that you find another woman attractive?
Because I don't find another woman attractive, especially not Fancy Crane.
Luis, you don't have to be embarrassed with me about that.
I'm not, so stop it.
Okay, I will for now. But you're lying to yourself.
Not one more word.
Okay.
One.
I'm out of here. Adios.
God, what the hell is wrong with me?
If Luis thinks he can scare me out of becoming a cop, he can just forget it. If I can do 20 push-ups, I can do 50. Once Fancy Crane puts her mind to anything, she will do it. What I want to do with you is no exception.
Oh, sorry. We get carried away sometimes.
No problem. True love's what makes the world go round, right?
That's what they say. Need some more help finishing the booth?
Yeah, I could use another pair of hands.
Oh, well, actually, speaking of another pair of hands, I was actually going to go pick up Teresa because I know that she would love to help out with the fair.
Forget it. I would rather work alone than have her hanging around. All right?
Just stop pressing me to tell Ethan the truth that little Ethan is son. I'm not going to do it. Where's Julian?
He's upstairs. He's tucking little Ethan in. He's spending a little one-on-one time with his child.
Okay. Julian has never tucked in little Ethan once in his life. He is doing this to get to me.
You don't know that.
I do know that. This is just like him. The minute that I put up some resistance, he just has to push back. Well, you know, it's not going to work, okay? Because my son should be in his bed, alone, asleep, not with Julian. He's keeping him up, and I'm going to stop this.
Teresa, I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Well, you know what? You're not me, all right? And little Ethan is my son.
He is Julian's son as well. Child deserves to know both his or her parents, Teresa, and frankly, after growing up without a father, I think you would understand that better than most.
Look, Julian, he doesn't care about little Ethan, okay? And he'll only disappoint him in the end.
You don't know that. He is upstairs right now. He is trying to be a good father. Why not just give him a chance?
No.
Why are you being bullheaded
I'm
about
not.
this? Teresa, I suggest you change your stance on this one because you might regret it.
What is that supposed to mean?
Julian has asked me to represent him in a custody suit against you if you continue to refuse to compromise.
And you said no?
I told him that in time, I thought you would come around and you would understand his point of view, but if you don't, I'll take the case.
You can't do this. How can you, of all people, consider representing him in a custody battle against me?
Want the truth? The truth is because I would believe what I would be fighting for. You know how I feel about parents being with their children, Teresa. I mean, it's best for the child and it's best for the mother and the father. But nothing, Teresa. This is exactly why I argued on your behalf with Gwen about Jane. Even though she's in our custody, I defended your right to spend time with your daughter. You can't ask me to be hypocritical when it comes to Julian for asking for the same thing.
He's right, Teresa.
You know what?
A child needs to be with his mother and father, his real father.
No, just stop, please. Little Ethan is my son, more than he is anyone else's. I have been there. I've raised him on my own from the beginning. Okay, I'm not gonna lose him now.
You don't have to lose him. That's what I'm saying. You just have to do what's fair and what's just and what's right here. Teresa, Julian doesn't want to go into court, but he will if you force him to. He just wants to have shared custody so he can get to know his son a little better. I would think that your son's happiness is the most important factor here.
It is, absolutely.
Good, then be reasonable and just give Julian what he wants. It's gonna save everyone a lot of headache, a lot of money, a lot of ugliness. Teresa, think about it. You all live under the same roof here, right? Even if Julian wants to spend time with little Ethan, he's not gonna be that far away. What more do you want?
Well, he likes to travel, doesn't he? And what if he takes my son?
And that is a possibility, and that'll be something you'll have to deal with sooner or later. I'm just giving you the heads up on this whole thing here for your own good. If you challenge Julian on this legally, you are gonna lose. I know how the system works. There's not a judge in this state who is gonna deny a fair request for custody from a biological father.
Teresa.
Teresa, please, just be reasonable. Just give Julian what he wants. Because if not, we're all gonna end up in court, and you're gonna risk losing full custody. It's up to you.
Yes, and we have... so much for the day's stock quotes, huh, son? It is rather dry reading, but perhaps one day you'll find it as, exhilarating as I do. But there's plenty of time for that. Good night. I'll always be here for you. You have my word.
Congratulations.
Look at you. You're still upright.
Just barely. I almost crawled here.
So, first day of cadet training, kind of rough?
Rough is not the word. I always thought my brother Luis was a human being. My mistake.
But you can't expect him to play favorites when his job is to prepare all you new police recruits.
Play favorites? You do better with Luis if he's never seen you before. But I didn't have it half bad compared to Fancy Crane.
Oh, that is something I would have loved to have seen. Little Miss Fancy Pants Crane as a police rookie. So how long did she last?
All day.
You're kidding.
No, I'm serious. You should have seen her. She toughed it out, and Luis was really hard on her. I think he was trying to get her to bag it, but she wouldn't give up.
Who would have guessed?
Not me, and definitely not Luis. Oh, how was your day?
Well, certainly not as exciting as all that, but one good thing. Jess came in, and she's looking for a job.
No.
Not that kind of job. A real job.
Oh, well, that's great.
Yeah, I told her to try to go apply for this waitressing gig at the Lobster Shack, and I really hope she gets it, because it would be the first step in her turning her life around.
Good for her.
Good for you trying to go straight.
You could have knocked me over with a feather when I heard that you were walking the streets. I mean, you were such a prude in high school.
Listen, I really don't want to talk about the past.
No problem. I got a better idea anyway. There's a keg party across town off campus. You want to go?
Yeah, come on. It'll be fun.
Thanks anyway. I really just want to find the manager and ask if he's got any openings.
Oh, right. Hey, just so happens I know the guy who runs the place. He's a buddy of mine. I could introduce you to him if you want.
Yeah, that'd be great. Where's his office?
Actually, you know what? I don't think he's in there right now. He said something about being out back doing some repair work. Why don't we go track him down?
Okay.
You see, Teresa? Do you see why you have to tell Ethan the truth?
How can I, Mama? If I tell Ethan that little Ethan is his son, he's gonna want at least partial custody of my son, too.
Maybe so, Teresa. But what's worse? Your son spending time with Julian or his real father?
You're right. I gotta do it, Mom. I gotta tell Ethan that little Ethan is his son.
Hi, guys.
I was so freaked out when Jessica actually married that creep.
I know, I asked her about that. I mean, she seemed so overspiked when we were in Rome, and then she suddenly announced that she's married to him.
I keep thinking he's going to put her back out on the streets again.
Well, she swears she's done with that, and that she's learned her lesson. So let's just keep our fingers crossed that she gets that waitressing job at the Lobster Shack.
I will. Stories you hear about girls who are forced to become hookers.
I know. Well, at least now we know Jessica's safe.
Where's your friend, the manager?
Must be around here somewhere. I just saw him walk out.
He is probably down there by those trash cans. Let's go see if we can find him. Come on.
It's too dark down there for me. I think I'll just go back inside and wait for him there.
Hey, don't leave.
Yeah, why don't you, just hang out here with us?
No, I don't think so.
What's the matter? You too good for us?
What do you mean?
I mean, you give it up to guys you don't even know. We're like friends from high school. We should get a old friend's discount or something.
He means free.
I told you I don't do that kind of thing anymore.
Oh.
That was my old life.
Tell you what, start your new life tomorrow.
Yeah, why don't you consider this like your retirement party or something, you know?
Shut up. You're not going anywhere until we say so.
What the?
I'll stick around as long as it takes for this fair to be a success, but as soon as it's over, I'm out of here.
Oh, come on, man.
What? I mean, I'm not gonna go for someone who doesn't have enough respect for me, to be honest. What, she figures she's a crane, so she doesn't have to play by the rules?
Whoa. Just hold on right there. Because you're selling Teresa short right now. Look, I'll go ahead and tell you, the reason she didn't tell you her last name was Crane, because she liked you. And she liked you because you liked her just for being her, not for her money or her power.
I don't care about money or power. All I care about is people being straight with me. And your friend wasn't. So do me a favor. Just keep her away from me, okay?
Whoa. Hey. Let him be. We agreed to stay out of this. Did they work things out? So be it. If not, it's none of our business.
We'll see about that.
I'm gonna tell you the truth.
What is it that you wanted to talk to me about?
We're having Jessica.
Then we're killing all three of you.